Hello and welcome, Manchester City fans around the world. We are here at the Renzo Barbera Stadium in Palermo to celebrate 125 years of this historical Italian club.
Now make sure that you are subscribed to City Plus this evening so you can watch the full game. And of course, there's so much incredible content on there. So let's have a look at what else you can get on City Plus.
More live games than ever before. Watch the stars of tomorrow today.
One of their own.
Nico O'Reilly took his chance.
Same city, same passion.
Okay, it keeps going. Sensational goal! Terrific goal, divide the cutter.
Subscribe to City Plus for more matches, more action and more City this season.
All round. Just to remember, wrap up the talking point, 2 minutes if we need to get out, and then do that if we're done by.
Good morning from Palermo. So Sean and I are here. It came up until 9 p.m. So we've got a full day here in beautiful Sicily. So we thought, Sean's on a cooking show. I like food. Let's go eat.
Perfect. This one. Anyway you can take me with easy.
Oh, it's just straight.
No, I've got no ticket list at the moment.
Thank you. I'm going to try that and the no, and now we're getting a slice of that as well. But yeah, we're sharing. I'm only little, I can't eat that much, can I?
Okay, so should I start here and go that way? Well,
Yeah.
I want to try this too.
I don't want to try the chocolate one. The sound effects said it all now.
It's really jammy.
That was better than me, that.
Did you cook desserts on your cooking show?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Was it a nice dessert?
You're going to have to wait and see.
That is the best thing that we've had so far.
Callum.
So this is a Sicilian speciality, but the man in the cafe has discussed it at us, Sean, because he said we should have just picked it up and eaten it. So
No, they was. They
There you
think
go.
it's Lady in the Tramp.
good.
That's amazing, that. Obviously, there's rice, green peas, it looks like mince, but I don't know what the sauce is in there, but
So we've tried this Sicilian speciality now, so I think we should go because I heard that there is an amazing food market and I think we should go.
so we're going to try that fruit. He's up there. We're not getting it until he comes back.
What's your name?
Sean,
Show.
what's your...
Wow, show. Salvatore da Palermo. Wow. Pretty play. Show. Very good. Wow.
And just give me a counter live.
Salvatore.
O'Reilly's a big lad, isn't he?
Yeah.
Salvatore da Palermo.
I don't know. I don't know. That's what I'm trying to work out.
Very good.
Gracias.
So the food market is crazy. I have never seen fruit and veg like that, by the way.
Oh, it's brilliant.
Unreal.
It made me feel like honestly that I should eat more fruits. It would look that fresh.
It's all right though.
Yeah.
As long as I get a glance, I'm all
I'm
right.
going to say we can get ice cream. In fact, you go and you want me to get that if you don't get this.
I'll be all right.
Thank you.
We've got per diem, haven't we?
Yeah.
Into the voiceover. So we have had a wonderful day or two here in Palermo getting to know the city, as have our boys in blue. They've just taken to the pitch behind us to take a first look at the stadium. Let's take a first look at the team Pep Guardiola has chosen, who he's taken on Palermo today. We're looking like this. In goal, it is a start for the boy from Manchester, a new signing, James Trafford in goal. In our defence, Rico Lewis, Kusanov, John Stones, another new signing from the summer, Ait Nouri. As we move our way into midfield, Nico O'Reilly, Nico Gonzalez, Ryan Cherky we think will be in the 10. As we look to the wings, Oscar Bob and Omar Mamouche, and Erling Haaland completes the starting 11. And look at that bench: Ederson, Diaz, Reinders, Ake, Doku, Gundogan, Bernardo, Akanji, Savinho, Nunes and Divine Mukasa.
Oh, hello everybody and welcome to Matchday Live. Yes, I am here also. You hear the voice of Kel. I'm here as well.
You are indeed looking ever beautiful in the light blue, I must say now.
And you're looking like a super fan as well, Kel.
Always.
Nicest way. And of course, because it's such a special occasion, we have brought two of our absolute favourite guests over to Sicily with us. Two real Matchday Live legends, two Manchester City legends as well. One captained her country and Manchester City, and she's basically City royalty at this point. And the other has proved that you don't need to be tall to be a giant in this game. It's Sean Phillips. Hello.
Hi, Dan.
Hiya. Steph, have you had a lovely couple of days in Sicily?
Yeah, I have actually. This place is absolutely unbelievable. I think even this morning, getting in and about the town, and the weather's hot. It's really hot here, but even better with you guys. So we've had a great time so far.
Sean, what about for yourself? You can actually feel how much football means to them, but in particular, how much Palermo means to the people here of Palermo in Sicily.
Yeah, you can definitely see it. Even when we came up, we got here maybe 4 hours before kickoffs, and everybody was still outside queuing. And then when we come in, we're sat down. Man City, our team weren't even here yet, and they were all already in their seats. Where I was like, well, this don't normally happen in England. People are normally on the concourse, but they're soaking it up, and they look like it's going to be a wicked atmosphere.
I mean, the weather helps for sure. I mean, they could just sit and be warm here. Steph, we can hear those ultras as well behind us. They have been so loud, and we are still an hour from kickoff. The team's not on the pitch.
You wouldn't think that this was a friendly. That's how amazing the atmosphere has been already. Like Sean said, there was people queuing outside. We've been here trying to soak in the atmosphere. There's a DJ on, but yeah, the fans are making crazy noise, and it's going to be scary when the players come out the tunnel.
Oh, well, indeed. You're going to want to stay with us as well all the way, because I've heard it on good authority. There's something planned from them over there. I don't know what it is, but it's not to be missed. Sean, obviously, due to the Club World Cup, we've not had that many pre-season games. This is our only one ahead of the season starting next week. So what are you making of what this fixture is going to be about for the boys in blue?
A bit of the same as you would say the years before in terms of pre-season. Fitness for one, getting those touches in, trying to get game ready for the opening game of the season. It's never easy, but that 3 weeks rest they needed after the Club World Cup has been needed for the past 4 years. So for me, it was only right that they all got it. And football's completely different to how it was back in my day. They would have had a program. Those boys would have been keeping fit all the way through. So when they come back into training, they hit the ground running, and they don't have to burn off, say, excess fat that you would expect some people to be overweight.
Oh, like who?
Well, I had a little round belly every now and then.
I think you look cute with a little round belly, Sean.
I call it my winter blanket.
You've been called Sean around belly.
Well, 45 minutes into the show as well, Steph. Well, imagine what's going to happen. And in the Club World Cup, obviously, we got the opportunity to see some of our new signings. When we just saw the team, though, Steph, you and I both knew not a new signing, but of course that John Stones back in the starting 11.
Yeah, I think for me, obviously John's had his injury problems over the last couple of seasons, but without a doubt he is a top centre-half. And I think when we were saying before, it's like when John Stones is playing well, our team plays well, and hopefully, I'm just thinking we're going to get sprayed by this goal.
I think it'll be quite nice, you know.
I won't mind it.
Oh, it's coming!
I'm braving it.
Oh, Lord! Super
They got more wet for moving. Stand your ground. Go on.
I had a really good point about John Stones there as well, and now it's gone, but I saved it now, so it's fine.
On John Stones, given his injuries, as you've mentioned, one thing I've always noticed with him, he comes back like he's never been away. Is that mentality?
Yeah, it definitely is, and I think when you've got the talent that John Stones has, he reads the game really well and he dictates, so for me, he's a quality player, and I'm looking forward to watching him play tonight.
This is insane, by the way. We are an hour from kickoff, and it is so loud inside this stadium that I can barely hear either of you at the minute. Sean, these fans, what? I mean, I don't know how loud it's going to be when the players come out.
I honestly think it's awesome. Like we're lapping it up, we're building into the game. Now they're making us even more excited than we already was for this game because of the atmosphere. That means their players are going to run harder, which then means that our players have to be at their best to win the games. And it's like Steph said earlier, it's a friendly, but it almost feels like it's not. And it's because of the
It's like Champions League, like this atmosphere. I feel like
Yes.
we're in a Champions League scenario, which is good practice for the boys when they come out.
Well, speaking of good practice, there's a few players that I guess will be using this looking to try and cement being the first name in the starting 11 against Wolves. I looked at that midfield. I feel it's a big opportunity for Nico Gonzalez. We know Rodri sadly is injured, we think, till September. Big opportunity for him. Big opportunity for Nico O'Reilly at centre midfield as well, Sean.
Yeah, it most definitely is. It's most of the position he's been dying and getting itchy fingers to move into that midfield area. Obviously, last year he was superb at left back. It's something that nobody saw coming, and he took into that stride. And I can imagine he's going to do the exact same thing in midfield. I remember seeing him pre-season when he first broke through, and the first game against Celtic was almost it took him by storm. The physicality, the speed of thought. But then after that game, he just got better and better, and it got to a point in that pre-season he was actually running games from the midfield at such a young age. So for him to go in there, I'm really excited to see what he's going to do.
Okay, there's just been a distinct music change inside the stadium. The fans have sort of oohed and all looked towards the tunnel, which makes me think that one of the teams, probably Palermo, is about to come out. That is a distinct music change. I'm not going crazy.
No, suddenly the atmosphere has changed. The lights are going on.
We are still, just to confirm, under an hour away from kickoff at the minute. Right, we'll keep an eye on. We'll let you know what's going to happen in the minute. But another player I'm really excited for is obviously Kusanov. I feel like he had an interesting start to life. I really started to like him, and then we didn't see him towards the end of the season, Steph.
Yeah, I think we were hitting a bit of form, and it's hard to change the back four when the back four's playing well. So I think for me, he's a young player and he's experienced, especially with the way that we kind of play. He's been here for 6 months and he's got so much potential to be a great centre half because he's so quick and he likes to pass the ball. So it'll be good for him to hard and John Stones as well to stand up and experience. And again, this is a great environment. I can't hear.
I wanted to ask as well, we were having a debate. Is it going to be Omar Mamouche in the 10 behind Haaland, which we saw last season, but you said no, Cherki will be there, Mamouche on one of the wings?
Yeah, I think just by the way Cherki plays and what I've seen within the club World Cup, and obviously some of his highlights from last season, if he's in those little pockets, he can unlock it. He will play those few lovely passes that you see Kevin play. And if you saw the ball he played to Phil Foden in the Club World Cup, that's what we're going to see, and Haaland will benefit from that. And we've seen Mamouche on the left and right wing, so we know he can do that, so he will be more comfortable naturally just to go and play there. And we know what Oscar plays for. I'm excited to see him back and fit and ready to go for the start of the season as well.
Now this feels like an opportune moment because as they've introduced the Palermo players, probably like us when we came here, we didn't know too much about them or the club themselves. So I this morning took my time going around the city, getting to learn about the club and the very players that have been announced behind us. So here's what their fans had to say about their team.
Welcome to Palermo!
E forza Palermo e Manchester City.
Kind of nice to see the two clubs coming together.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. Yeah. It's a sister club. I think it's on my bucket list to try and go to all the countries. Yeah.
Forza Palermo.
Grab me up. I got grazed and then I just watched it nailed
Me
down.
without question, a very underrated player is Bojan Palmer. Bojan Palmer is
Oh, God, what? You like that though? Great. Using the players into the BT?
The best way is almost feel free.
very much stronger than Alan.
Great.
Okay.
Let's go to that.
It's always really special to get to meet people who live in how important they are. How many members have you got in your squad? 500 plus members.
iPad back.
And how much of a difference does
my
having
fault.
a supporters club in a place make for Manchester City fans?
Good start though, yeah?
I've got that.
How do you see that?
Are you excited to see?
I want to see a bit of Turkey.
Yes.
Yeah, both forward. I think you could. Great start though.
And ignore it. Probably last year, 2 best fullbacks in the league.
Yeah.
Got one of them.
Forza Palermo. Welcome to Matchday Live, my mate. What's your name? Sebastian. Now, can you tell all the viewers at home what you're doing today?
So today I'm going to the Man City vs Palermo game, and I'm going to be a mascot, and I'm going to walk out onto the pitch with one of the players.
I'm very, very jealous, Sebastian. Now tell me, who is your favourite Manchester City player?
All of them.
All of them. That's a very good answer. If you had to choose 3, who would they be?
Haaland,
Yeah.
Turkey, Foden. 3-0 City.
I'll see you on the pitch. Are you away from me or you walk past me? Too big now. Sebastian, that's amazing. Thanks, dude. More live games than ever before. Watch the stars on tomorrow, the day.
One of their own. Nico O'Reilly took his chance.
Same city, same passion. Subscribe to City Plus for more matches, more action and more City this season.
Yes, hello and welcome in many ways to this extraordinary atmosphere in this wonderful setting. And we've got the 2 lineups. You've already had a quick glance at the City one, but I'll just run you through the Palermo lineup. Remember that they are a Serie B side. They just missed out on promotion in the playoffs this season, so they're still in Serie B. And they're under a new manager. I suspect a lot of you will probably recognise it was a very, very impressive centre forward in his playing days. Filippo Inzaghi is their other, of course, he is equally well known. But the most important thing is their team lineup, which is Gomis, Angelo,
is your Italian
Gomez,
player.
Segre,
Okay.
Rory, who's the captain and their leading scorer from last season anyway, Ranocchia, Jassi, Barney, Oyapalo, who's a Finnish international, Giacate and Ceccarone. The only one you may actually be familiar with is Claudio Gomez, the number 6 for Palermo, who was once on the books of the Blues before he moved to Italy. Alongside me on commentary duty today is the former City centre-half, Steve Howie. Steve, obviously strange, really friendly, obviously it's an occasion, it's one of those things that's special to the locals, you can see. But for City, what does it mean?
I think obviously for all the players, I think with the big pre-season, it's all about just trying to get your match shot. And that's a good baseline for your fitness to get through the probably before many of them up to the 90 minutes, but it's just nice to just try and get that shot as the season just been around the corner. But I mean, the atmosphere is absolutely superb. It'll be a really, really good, I'm hoping a very good game, but the atmosphere, wow, looks excellent.
What did pre-season mean to you in your playing days?
Well, first of all, I didn't like pre-season because it meant running. Nobody did, but obviously as like sports science got better and better, that became a lot easier. We had a man here called Juan Carlos Osorio, who was absolutely excellent. But as I said, pre-season was about, yeah, I mean, you want to win games, and that's always good for, you know, just the general morale. But ultimately, it is, as I said before, about just getting your fitness, your sharpness, and just making sure everybody comes through unscathed.
I And I was chatting with Andy Morrison, and he said the furthest he ever got was the Isle of Man in pre-season. Did you get anywhere dramatic like Palermo?
We went absolutely nowhere. We tended to play just like kind of local teams, you know, whether it was when I was at Newcastle, that was the same. We just played local teams, and it was the same with Manchester City. I know when I went to Leicester, they went to Sweden, but I didn't really see eye to eye with the manager, and I never went. But yeah, unfortunately, we just did local teams.
Just one final thought, just one pre-season friendly because of City's involvement in the FIFA Club World Cup. I know they had a behind-the-doors friendly with Preston last week, but do you think Pep will feel that they've had enough prep because of the FIFA Club World Cup?
Yeah, I think so. I think the players themselves, because of the length of last season as well, you know, I don't think you need to do that much with the players. I mean, he'll be wanting to try one or two things, I think. I mean, obviously he knows his players, but he'll be looking to see how fit, how sharp they are, because, as I said, it's very, very quickly the season starts.
OK, well, those are the thoughts of Steve Howe. He's alongside me on commentary duty for this terrific friendly that kicks off in about 50 minutes' time or thereabouts. But let's go down to pitch side where Kel, Nat, Steph and Sean are waiting.
Honestly, goosebumps about thinking about seeing it live. Although being in here, it's a pretty close second, to be fair.
Oh, it was incredible. We were both lucky enough to be there. Now, in the Club World Cup, we were fortunate enough to see some of our new signings play already. But tonight, we are going to get a debut from another new signing, because James Trafford starts in goal today. Now, of course, if you didn't know by now, where have you been? James Trafford was a Manchester City Academy product that went to Burnley for 2 very successful seasons. Last season, listen to this number, 29 clean sheets in 46 appearances for Burnley, which is just absolutely incredible. He always believed he was going to come back to City. Oh, and come back he has, Sean.
He's clearly followed in my footsteps, if I must say so myself. No, honestly, it's brilliant when that happens. It's always a beautiful story, especially when he came through the way he did. He went away, became a man in many ways. You gained so much experience, and the performances he put out there last season, whether it be in the Championship or not, what unbelievable performances. And in many ways, that's why Burnley are back in the Premier League. So all credit due to him, and I hope it's as successful for him here as it was for him at Burnley.
Steph, I mentioned to you there was an interview he gave saying one day I'll be City's number one, and one day I'll be England's number one. And it doesn't feel like that's arrogance, that's just an inner confidence.
Yeah, and I think when you've been part of the City system for so long, you have a belief that you fit into the way that Pep wants the team to play. And I think, of course, we've had a lot of transitional moves this summer, and he's definitely one. I think you look at the future of the team, James Trafford, what he did last season for Burnley, he's got himself into the England reckoning now, so I think it's all about game time. And you know what, you learn off one of the best keepers that City's ever produced in Edison, so it's not a bad place to be in. There's so many games that City are going to play this year, and I'm excited to see him because he's going to be such an unbelievable talent.
Yeah, I love the future planning as well. I mean, he's so young, he's in his early 20s. We know that goalkeepers can go on forever. So, you know, if he stays at City and stays fit, we could have him for 15 years there.
Yeah, and you know what, like the boys now, and like Sean will vouch for, like the way that they look after themselves, it's a lot better than probably 20, 30 years ago, so they can play as long as they want, and they invest in their bodies so much. So for me, he can be number one for a long, long time, because he's always improving every single year, and you've got the right players and the right environment to do that.
There was another keeper that we signed from Chelsea, Marcus Bettinelli, came in as our third choice keeper. I know this will seem like an obvious question, so quite interesting. What is the role of that third choice, other than obviously if your first and second are out, you're up? But is it also to keep them on the toes? Do they also bring a wealth of experience? What is it?
Well, yeah, like I don't think obviously he's been bought as third choice, but in his head he's going to have believed that if he trains the way he needs to train and performs when he does get that odd chance the way he's meant to, he might creep up the pecking order. You don't know what's going to happen in football.
Yeah.
Like, we don't know who's going to do well. We anticipate they're going to do well. We hope they do well, but you don't actually know. So he's going to have to be on his A game all the time. And that's where his chances will come from. I don't think he's come here just to sit as third choice.
And he's got big shoes to fill, obviously, in the departing Scott Carson as well.
No.
That's not even shoes, that's Wellington boots. To be honest with you.
Also known as wellies.
Can I also just say, we know what we're doing on here, because as we were speaking about goalkeepers, They've just taken to the pitch there to start the warm-ups behind us. But Scott Carson was a big presence, Steph.
Yeah.
And we know maybe he didn't, I think he played maybe 1 or 2, but the experience and I think how much he gave to the younger players as well was huge in the changing room.
Yeah, and I think it's important that you have them types of characters in squads,
For
whether
sure.
you're in the female, the male game. I think experience counts for a lot of things. They've been there, they've done that, but also that personality, especially when youngsters come in, because they've got such a great opportunity to be as good as they can, and sometimes like your journey isn't quite smooth, so you might take a bit of bumps in the road, and someone to bring them back and just have that little bit of perspective. And of course Scott, obviously all the videos that you've seen of him, it's all banter and humour, and of course you come to work every day, but you need it to be fun, and he definitely brought that, so it'd be hard to replace.
Yeah, we will miss him. We will miss
We love
our
you, Scott.
We love you, Scott. Now, we are also getting some other of the new faces. Of course, we saw them in the Club World Cup. You saw them up close and personal. We didn't. We're getting to see them up close and personal tonight. And I am particularly excited about Ryan Aït-Nouri because he's a left-back, Sean. A left-back.
Now, honestly, he's so a joy. It's such a joy to watch. Like, just the way he plays, it's almost nonchalant. It's almost like he's just playing within himself. That's how he plays, and you'll see when you watch him. But it's so important for us, and especially for me, in respects of Haaland and your wingers that are playing up there, because he doesn't always just go round, overlap them. He underlaps as well. And if he's on his own, he's got that cute little trick to try and get across it or take somebody on. But to watch him play, when Cheeky was there, I had to ask Cheeky, I said, like, what's he like? Because he's such a joy to watch. And Cheeky said to me, to be honest, Sean, so far he's actually been quite shy. I said, he don't play football like there's any part of shyness in him. So I'm looking forward to seeing him again. And yes, he's in my fantasy team, I think.
Yeah, I think.
Oh, you've dropped it now.
I think he might be in mine. Steph, obviously, I made the comparison to Mahrez because obviously they're both Algerian. Some lovely videos and pictures of Mahrez visiting the boys this week. But technically, he does feel a little bit like a Mahrez at left back. His close ball control, as you said as well, the way he can go either inside or outside. Going forward, it must be a nightmare to know that we've got another one of those attacking threats from the fullback position. They're not easy to find.
No, they're really not, and I think you forget how young he is. He's 23 and he's coming from Wolves. He's able to contribute in the final third. Not only a defender, he can put crosses in, he can score a few goals as well. And like what Sean said, it must be so good for the wingers because actually they have an option to do different things, and as a fullback defending that, it's so hard. So for me, I think it was an obvious kind of recruitment to go and get this summer. And also Josko Gardewal was amazing last season doing that, but his best position centre half, and
great point.
I think now we've got now full-back that can really hurt, and I bet Haaland's thinking, oh my god, just get the ball in the box.
Yeah, we have a left back. We have a left back, Manchester City fans. Let's move on to the next new signing. Syria Player of the Year last year, Tijani Reinders, centre midfield, and I already know City fans are licking the lips because he just looks like the epitome of a Pep centre midfielder. He spoke about how he's modelled his game on Johan Cruyff, one of Pep's kind of maestros, one of the people that he's been inspired by. How good could he be in this City squad, and what is he going to bring to the team, Sean?
The scary thing is how good he is already.
Yeah.
I think when he played his first game in the Club World Cup, for somebody that hadn't been there long, it was almost like he had been there 3 or 4 years. He was like a man possessed. His fitness levels are scary. He makes that third man run. But he also looks for that cute, dangerous pass. He doesn't just want to play safe. He plays those passes into dangerous areas, which can really hurt teams. And I almost felt like at times, once Rodri gets back to full fitness in him, it could almost be a cheat code in the midfield. And I'm really looking forward to seeing that partnership and how they pair up in the future.
Yeah, I'm really excited about Reinders, but I have to admit, Steph, I am particularly excited about Ryan Cherki. I just feel like we could have an absolute bargain on our hands because he really does look like he could be a maverick in the making.
No, he really could, and I think last year, obviously playing against Man United in that Europa League, and you see what he did in that midfield area, and obviously we've had a lot of changes in midfield, but I think for me, his quality stands out. The fact that he's both-footed, he can make them dangerous passes, he can contribute in that final third, he makes good runs. I think, for me, I think he's just going to grow and get better and better and better, especially with good players around him. So for me, I think, yeah, like Sean said about Ryan has been a bit of a cheat code. I think this could be something where when we're playing against a low block, he could be the one that could really kind of break that down for us.
I'm going to make a big statement. We already have 2 players who I think could win a Ballon d'Or, Haaland and Foden. I think we now have 3. I do think Ryan Cherki, if he fulfills his potential, could win a Ballon d'Or, Sean.
Yeah, but Rodri could win another one too.
Well, we have
So that's
four then. I'm sorry, 4. Right, now we don't have any Italian players in our current Manchester City squad. Of course, we've had some in the past, and we've had many throughout the years in the Premier League. So I took a little game out to the streets of Palermo to see how many people could work out which Italian players they were who have played in the Premier League.
You've picked some quite difficult ones, haven't you?
Ah, of course. I should have known that. I'll be in trouble for not knowing that.
You bet on the wrong horses.
First one, the best ever, Mario Balotelli.
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 Or Balotelli.
Straight up, there we go.
Okay, first up is Mario Balotelli.
Oh, that's Balotelli.
Yeah.
He's got the money in his pocket, hasn't he?
Number 2, I'm not sure.
You bet on the wrong horses.
Whoa.
Oh, Jesus, I can't remember his name.
Who was the other City one, Mark?
I don't remember the name of this player.
Whoa. I don't know.
Bernardo Corradi.
That's Bernardo Corradi.
Great. Corradi.
Jorginho.
That's Jorginho.
Jorginho.
Yeah.
No, rubbish.
Jorginho.
3 Jorginho.
That is Jorginho.
3 out of 3.
Jorginho.
4 Familiar.
Oh, I don't know this player.
No, I don't remember this. No.
That is
Ravanelli.
Ravanelli.
He's playing for Middlesbrough. What was his squad?
Ravanelli. Yes, Fabrizio Ravanelli.
Right,
correct.
Olympique de Marseille.
Materazzi.
Materazzi. That is
Materazzi.
Materazzi.
The guy that scored in the World Cup final, isn't it? What's his name?
Materazzi.
Materazzi.
See, more memorable for headbutting than for playing the Prem, I think.
No, we don't know this one.
Oh yeah, what's his face?
I'll pass on that one if that's okay.
His surname is the same as a type of pasta.
Ooh, I don't know.
It's like a pasta
Penny.
Macaroni.
Who is it, Mark?
Macaroni.
Macaroni.
Ah, of course. I should have known that. I'll be in trouble for not knowing that.
Macaroni. That was very fun this morning, I have to say. Now, we'd love for you to get involved with our show. If you want to ask a question, maybe you want to pose a talking point or comment on something we're talking about, do that through the social channels you're watching on. We've had a couple of interesting ones come on YouTube that we wanted to pick out. Number 1 was an eagle-eyed viewer who pointed out, can you ask Sean and Steph if they ever warmed up in the dark? Because it seems not all the floodlights are working. Can you ever remember that happening, guys?
I just remember growing up playing football in the dark until
Yeah,
my mum called me in, to be honest.
Get me dad to put the floodlights on his car so we can play a little bit longer.
Very good. Very, very good.
Eagle-eyed viewer there, indeed. Although it's atmospheric in here.
It is very atmospheric.
It feels like, indeed. Okay, we've had another comment that's come in on YouTube, and they would like to know, obviously, given that we are indeed in Italy, the best Italian player you've played with or against. Oh, and the lights have just come on.
For me, most probably Hernan Crespo. Yeah, but obviously, sadly, it wasn't my time at City, but he was for me an incredible player, and in many ways I was glad I got to meet him and play with him at the back end of his career, because if the way his movement was then, I could imagine how it was when he was younger. He was frightening, never used his laces to shoot. It was always just the inside, he just passed it into the goal. I thought he was phenomenal.
Wow.
I can't really top Hernan Crespo, but Girelli, who did really well in the Women's Euros, experienced captain, striker. I think, obviously, coming face to face, we have no Italian girls at City in the last 10 years, but they were always tough to play against, and like what Sean said, they are so talented.
I was thinking, I have to say it.
Are we thinking the same thing?
Are you thinking that?
Yeah.
We didn't know if you were going to say Bonucci, Steph.
Again, I thought that was the last time we spoke about it. Yeah, I should have said Bonucci, to be honest. Yeah.
Can I just say, Only Steph gets up from a tackle from Bonucci.
Yeah.
We saw it.
My
You saw it,
ribs are
Bonucci.
still a bit sore, but we move, yeah, it's fine.
I love the fact that Kel and I both were clearly.
I can see us looking at each other as well. I thought, what are you about?
Are you saying it or am I saying it? Indeed. Thanks, Steph. Right, last time we promised.
Yeah, it's
because
fine.
we don't promise at all. Now, did you know, of course, we are in Italy, but there is a little Italy in the heart of Manchester in Ancos. Oh! Okay, hold on 1 second. If you wondered what that roar was, we better tell you. No, that is the Palermo players back out again this time. Oh no, it's the Manchester City team! It's dark in here. The City team are out to train, and you know what? The crowd went absolutely wild. You don't always get that at an away game. So, there is a little Italy in the heart of Manchester in Ancos. Art Ewan and Georgia took a little trip down to Ad Mayora, a place which is very popular with our City squad, and they went to make their very own special sandwich.
With our pre-season friendly against Palermo fast approaching, we thought we'd head down to the northern quarter, just a stone's throw away from Little Italy in Ancos.
So the guys here at Ad Mayora are no strangers to making sandwiches for our first team players, but today we're going to head in and make one of our own.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Buongiorno.
Good? Yeah, good, thank you.
Nice to meet you, I'm Georgia.
Nice to meet you. Ewan.
Right, Ewan, are you up for a bit of a challenge then?
Always.
So, we're going to make 2 sandwiches. One Man City sort of inspired and one Palermo.
Yeah. Mine is going to be the Pep Guardiola.
Okay.
Inspired on the Diavola pizza. And obviously Pep Guardiola.
And I've gone for Palermo-based Filippo in Sane.
Okay. Put more, don't worry about it.
Thought less is more, but maybe not. And I know Erling Haaland, you've got a sandwich inspired by him.
Inspired by Haaland.
Yeah?
There's pictures on the wall.
Oh, let's have a look.
Yes.
What does he have in here?
Pistachios.
Pistachio, yes. Has a bit of crunch, I like that.
Yes.
That's good.
What meat would you like, miss? Parma, mortadella, we got some wild boar today, that's beautiful if you want to try it.
Do it, why not?
Good stuff.
My thinking behind it is just everything that I like with a bit of extra Italian in there.
Isn't do you spicy?
Yes, it is.
Like really spicy?
It's not too spicy.
Okay.
No. But you have
What's happened there?
I'm terrible with spice.
Oh.
Just to compensate for the spice.
Nice.
Oh, no one thinks should I
Burrata.
have
Yes, that's it.
Oh, there we go.
Beautiful.
See. Get my truffle out. Well, we've got a bit of truffle, so why not? Gotta help everyone in the office.
A little bit of chili oil on yours, I think.
Why not?
In for a penny, in for a pound.
I tell you what. I'm so worried about this India. Steam's about to come out of my ears. Have we got the medic?
This is the Palermo, signori. We might have put too much pesto,
Too much pesto?
but it is good.
You told me to put more on.
It was my fault. Appearance, 5 out of 5. Taste, I think 4 out of 5. I think I could have used a little bit more meat,
Okay,
but I am a
that's
meat
fair.
eater. So
That's fair.
this one, appearance, I mean, it looks beautiful. This is definitely 5 out of 5. Too much induja. Too much induja.
What, really?
But the combination,
Yeah.
the peppers and the aubergines, top. I'll say 3 out of 5. Palermo's the winner. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank
boy.
you. That was great. That was. Thank you. Thank you. This is my prize.
We've got a real treat for you now. Joining us pitchside is Argentinian and Palermo legend Javier Pastore. Welcome to Matchday Live, Javier. Can you begin by telling us what does Palermo mean to you?
Y es una ciudad, es un equipo que me ha dado muchísimo. Fue mi primer club en Europa. Tuve una recepción fantástica de la gente. Tuvimos 2 años maravillosos donde jugamos final de Copa Italia. Entramos en Europa League con el Palermo. Realmente fue fantástico. Y tengo una relación de vida y de corazón porque mi mujer, mi esposa es de Palermo. Así que un pedazo de mi corazón es de esta ciudad.
Sí. It's a city and a team that's given me absolutely everything. It's such a great atmosphere here, one of the best in Europe. They always give me an amazing reception every time I come out.
I had 2 fantastic years here. We were able to reach the Coppa Italia final and even reach the Europa League. So amazing memories, and I give my heart out to all the Palermo fans.
Beautiful. Our club has a good connection with Argentina. Some of our best players have been from Argentina. You played alongside Kun Agüero and also Carlos Tevez. What were those players like when you played against them?
Y en ese momento para mí era un sueño jugar con ídolos. Carlos Tevez, para mí, por la edad que yo tengo, era un jugador que yo admiraba muchísimo. Y bueno, Sergio Agüero, increíble lo que ha hecho en el Manchester City, ha hecho historia en Inglaterra. Y he tenido la posibilidad de compartir por 4 o 5 años en el equipo nacional con ellos. Y ha sido una experiencia única, inolvidable para mí.
Sí.
It was an absolute dream for me. They were my idols growing up.
Wow.
Tevez, because of my age, he was someone I always looked up to. He was absolutely fantastic. And Kun as well. Everything that Aguero did at City, he wrote history really in England. So to be able to share the international stage for 4 or 5 years with both of them was a unique experience.
Javier, we'd love to know, what are your thoughts on this current Manchester City squad and how do you think they'll do this season?
¿Qué piensas del equipo actual de Manchester City? ¿Qué piensas para la temporada que viene?
Y tienen un equipo, una plantilla muy buena, de grandísimos jugadores. Tienen, para mí, el mejor entrenador del mundo, y creo que van a ser un año muy bueno. Creo que el año pasado ha sido un año de transición, después de haber ganado todo, ganado la Champions y demás. Creo que suele pasar esas cosas de no conseguir los títulos que uno quiere, pero tienen un plantel y un equipo para jugárselo y pelear todos los títulos de este año, ya sea en Inglaterra como también los campeonatos europeos.
Sí.
It's an absolutely incredible squad. They have some fantastic players, and for me, the best manager in the world. I think it's going to be a good season for Manchester City. Of course, last year was a transition period after winning absolutely everything over the last few years. But you can't always win, that's football, that's to be expected. But I think they've got the right conditions now to fight for everything, both in England and in Europe.
Oh, we love that. We love that answer. Thank you. We love that. You mentioned the reception that you get every time you come here. We've been wowed by these fans so far, and the game hasn't even started yet. What can we expect from these fans in this stadium tonight?
Y los fans en este estadio son muy calorosos. Gente que vive y ama el fútbol. Es una ciudad que ama el equipo de fútbol, así que espero que pueda empezar bien la liga, el Palermo, para que realmente el estadio esté lleno así como lo está hoy, que para los jugadores es fantástico, y bueno, y de darle un poco de alegría y de felicidad a toda esta gente que ama el Palermo Calcio. Sí.
These are definitely fans that bring the heat.
Yeah.
It's a city that loves football, absolutely. And if they could start the league well and fill the stadium every game like they are today, they can bring a lot of joy both to the players and to the whole city.
And finally, for Palermo's season, new manager, obviously wanting to get promotion. Do you think they have the potential to do it?
Sí, normalmente el Palermo también este año ha hecho una plantilla muy buena para jugar en segunda división, y creo que tienen todo. El entrenador Inzaghi ha salido ya, ha hecho subir a 2 o 3 equipos de Serie B a Serie A, conoce muy bien ese campeonato, lo ha hecho siempre muy bien, y creo que con todo el apoyo del Grupo City que tiene atrás el Palermo hoy, yo deseo que sea el año bueno y que el Palermo pueda subir a la Serie A, porque realmente una ciudad que se lo merece, un equipo que se lo merece, y cómo trabaja el Grupo City realmente lo han hecho muy bien en todos los equipos que tienen, así que espero que se le pueda dar al Palermo también.
Yes, I think they've got an absolutely incredible squad for this level of Italian football. They've got all the right conditions, and especially coach Inzaghi, who has got that experience of going up from Serie B to Serie A twice already. So I really hope that they can do it this year and get back to Serie A. Of course, the support of City Football Group is absolutely vital. It's great to have that support, and it's a city that deserves Serie A football. A lot of hard work goes in. The City Football Group support all of their clubs, so we hope that they can take us to Serie A this season.
Javier, thank you so much for your time. It's been a real pleasure. Thank you for coming down to talk to us. Thank you so much.
Forza Palermo.
Forza Palermo.
And thank you very much as well. Thank you. Oh, love that.
Lovely man.
Love that.
Can I say, when I used to play FIFA as a kid, I would always buy Javier Pastore and get him in my team.
You and Sean were particularly excited when we found out that he was coming down here. Now I understand why.
There we go.
Now, for everybody at home today who you have not had the pleasure of seeing this incredible, incredible city, well, we've had a day here and it was just wonderful. We had a good old look around, a good old mooch around, but you know what? We made Sean and we made Steph do some work as well. Indeed, Steph really did do some work. We made her run around on a 5k around the streets of Palermo. We genuinely did in this heat as well. And we made Sean, although we didn't really have to make him, go on a food tour of the city. And do you know what? I got to go with him as well. So Sean and I definitely got the best deal. We're really sorry, Steph. Good morning from Palermo. So Sean and I are here and kick-off is until 9 p.m. So we've got a full day here in this beautiful city. So we thought, Sean's on a cooking show. I like food. Let's go eat.
Perfect plan for me now. Anywhere you can take me, where you can feed me, I'm always going to be happy.
Let's see what we can find.
I'm going to try that and the cooking. No, and now we're getting a slice of that as well now. Like, yeah, we're sharing everything. We just cut it in half. I'm only little. I can't eat that much, can I?
Okay, so should I start here and go that way? Although
Yeah.
I said I want to try this too. Okay,
I
come
don't
on.
want to try the
Come on.
chocolate one.
Okay, let's go.
The sound effects said it all now.
It's really jammy.
That's a bit of me, that.
Did you cook desserts on your cooking show?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Was it a nice dessert?
You're going to have to wait and see.
That is the best thing that we've had so far. So this is a Sicilian speciality, but the man in the cafe is disgusted at us, Sean, because he said we should have just picked it up and eaten it. So
Sad it was.
there
They
you
think
go.
he's Lady in a Tramp.
Good?
That's amazing, that. Obviously, there's rice, green peas, it looks like mince. I don't know what the sauce is in there, but...
So we've tried this Sicilian speciality now, so I think we should go because I heard that there is an amazing food market and I think we should go there.
So we're going to try that fruit. Eyes up there. We're not getting it until he comes back.
What's your name?
Sean.
Show.
What's yours?
Wow, show. Salvatore, Palermo. Wow. Pretty play. Show. Very, very good. Wow. Dalla Svezia a Palermo. Salvatore, il tiki-talker di Palermo. Wow.
Can you point that knife somewhere around
Salvatore da Palermo.
I don't know.
Assaggiare di griglia.
Yeah, I don't know. That's what I'm trying to work out.
Very good.
Gracias.
So the food market is crazy. I have never seen fruit and veg like that, by the way.
Oh, it's brilliant.
Unreal.
Like, it made me feel like now, honestly, that I should eat more fruits. It would look that fresh and enjoyable.
Yeah, I loved it.
I'm devastated that we didn't get pasta.
I'm devastated we didn't get ice cream. In fact, can we go and just get one now, just please?
Yeah, why
Me and you.
not?
Okay, thank you.
We've got
Ice
per
cream.
diem, haven't we?
Yes. Yeah!
More live games than ever before. Watch the stars of tomorrow today.
One of their own. Nico O'Reilly took his chance.
Same city, same passion.
Okay, it keeps going. Oh, sensational goal! Terrific goal, Divock Picasso.
Subscribe to City Plus for more matches, more action, and more City this season.
Sean, I don't think I'll ever get over the fact that you and I went around eating food and Steph was forced on a 5k.
I'm glad Steph got forced to do the 5k because I don't think I would have made it back before lunchtime if I did the 5k.
You didn't even bring us anything back either, or a drink.
We didn't even get enough to bring anything back.
No! You had 5 pastries in that first place!
Yeah, but we didn't just eat them all to ourselves now. We're sharers. Sharing is caring.
Sharing
We gave
is
some of the
caring.
staff some and everything.
Yes, thank you for that, Sean. Sharing is caring. So kick-off is nearly here. Of course, you want to watch the game tonight, you've got to get City Plus. Get on there to watch the full game. Steph, we're a week away from the start of the Premier League season as well. How much is tonight going to tell us about what we might see next week?
I'm presuming that you probably have 2 11s over 45 minutes. That's what you're looking at into the team. And I think for me, like, the training probably is going to be better than this game, in a sense, if you've got 22 unbelievable players where you train against a high intensity. But for me, these boys will be ready. I know that they've only been back for 3 weeks, but from a fitness perspective, they'll be ready to go. And I think we've been excited about the new signings as well.
Speaking of new signings, Steph, I wanted to pick up on some new acquisitions that happened in the backroom staff. There was a big refresh this summer from Hugo Viana, our sporting director. 2 in particular, we brought in a set-piece coach from Liverpool, but 2 I wanted to highlight. A man you'll know quite well, Kolo Touré, been brought in, but also Pep Linders, who of course people know as Klopp's old assistant. I know a lot of Liverpool fans give him credit for the football behind the scenes, a lot of the training. Seeing him here on the pitch, he's very involved. Vocally, it seems it's gone up on the training pitch. What do you think they'll bring, and how much of a difference can that make to a squad of players?
Different ideas. It's always nice, like, you freshen up the team when you buy players. There's nothing wrong in many ways of doing that within the coaching staff, because they will bring new ideas, fresh ideas. And you've seen with other teams with, like, say, set-piece coaches, that's something that didn't exist before. So they will come with stuff. I know what Kolo's like. His attention to detail, always wants to be the best. He will challenge, the coaches will challenge each other, and I think if they can challenge each other, it's only good for the team.
We've just seen Pep Guardiola walk right behind us there. We're going to see him out the corner of our eye as well. And for Pep Guardiola as well, Steph, to have new ideas with the new coaches, to have new people to push him and to challenge him, that's got to be a positive.
He's not going to settle for second best, especially after last season. Obviously, he wants to be the best, and like what Sean said, football moves so quick and you've got to change and you've got to challenge each other. And with Pep Linders especially, I think he's going to bring an intensity and energy to the team, not just on the pitch but away from the pitch. And I think as a coach you always want to get better, and obviously Pep Guardiola is the best in the world, but he also wants to raise the bar and get better and find new ideas. So for me it was a no-brainer to bring them people in. And Kolo Touré, I think as a defender you'd be like, I want to learn off this guy because he's absolutely unbelievable and his detail will be second to none.
We've always known Pep, he's been about control, possession, tactically finding little holes in teams. Pep Linders at Liverpool was big about how quick can we get the goal back, and also the counter-attacking football. I just feel, Sean, you bring that in with the way Pep sees football, you're almost getting the best of all 3 attributes we saw in those City and Liverpool teams.
I honestly couldn't agree with you more. I think there has been occasions over the past few years where we have broke on teams, but instead of going for the kill, we kind of come back and keep the ball and let them get into position, and then it becomes harder again. But it's only because we've got that much quality in the team we can get away with it, because we'll find that cute pass. For other teams that wouldn't exist, but for us it does. But now to have both sides of the game, I think it's brilliant. It's almost like a trump card.
Yeah,
it's really exciting. Yeah, really exciting with the coach and really exciting with the new players that we've signed as well. It does feel like there's an air of optimism, real excitement around the club as well. I mean, this incredible friendly here, a week away from the Premier League season. Sean, give us an idea. How intense will this game be tonight?
For me, it's the last game before the season starts. I don't think in many ways it can get any intense before they go into that season, because I think Steph hit the nail on the head earlier in the show. These players are here to show that they want to be in the team at the start of the season. The ones that are starting now and the ones that come on, they want to own that position, and this is the game to do it in. This is where you state your claim, really. So it's going to be high intensity, and people are going to be out there proving that they're ready to make that step.
Sorry, I'm just giggling because off camera, our producer Graham, show Graham here please, one of these cameras. He was like, I would have always loved it if a ball would come my way, and it did, and you nailed it back, Graham. Come on.
To Bernardo as well. Just the club captain.
Casual class. Well, Blue Moon's starting to play, so before we're going to hand over, because we've got a special performance to bring you, and as I say, don't go anywhere, because those ultras over there, I've got something planned. I don't know what it is, but it's going to be big. Getting into predictions, obviously it's a friendly staff. A little final thoughts on kind of the type of game and the prediction, please.
I actually think probably what we've seen a lot of seasons at City is we'll probably dominate a lot of the possession. I think Palermo all come out, they've got the whole crowd behind this unbelievable occasion for them to try and get to that next level in Italian football. But I think for me, with the quality that we have on the pitch and on the bench, I think we're going to do what we normally do, which is to try and possess the ball as much as possible. And for us, I think we'll probably come up against them sorts of teams in the Premier League this season.
That's it. Predictions then, Sean?
I'm going for a City win. I think we might just have a bit too much for them. I think they will make it difficult for us, but I think with the firepower we've got on the pitch and the ones to come off the bench in the second half, I think it'll be too much to stop.
Steph?
Yeah, I think the same as Sean. I think this is a chance to really kind of stamp your name on this team sheet. So the boys have got a lot to prove. We've got a big squad. We've got so much quality, so it's a chance to kind of show that they're at the level to go and play against Wolves. So I can only see a City win, to be honest.
City win?
City win.
City win, please. Everybody to get some time, fitness ready for next week. Thank you so much to the both of you. Don't go anywhere, though, because there's going to be an incredible performance on the pitch very shortly. We are going to stand right here to watch it. You're going to hear Blue Moon in a minute as well. So for the meantime, we're going to go back to Ali and to Steve, who are going to let you know what is going to be happening in this glorious stadium.
Thanks, Natalie. Darkness has descended on this bowl of a stadium. It's a baking hot evening. Having been a baking hot day, it is a breathtaking setting. I often feel when you come to grounds like this that those who are lucky enough to be under cover in January and February are probably grateful, because 90% of this stadium is very much open to the elements. That said, it is the very southern tip of Italy, and it doesn't rain that often in these wonderful parts. There is a trophy at stake tonight, the Anglo-Palermitan trophy, here in the wonderful Stadio Renzo Barbera Stadium. The reality is that this is a night of celebration as well as one of preparation, because the club are 125 years old, Palermo, having played their first match way back in 1900, ironically against a group of British sailors, would you believe, who came over and took part in a fixture. So much has changed in those 125 years, but one thing that never has is the passion that this part of Italy has for the beautiful game. They changed their colours a long time ago, and I can't think of many sides whose first choice kit is pink, but Palermo have become world-renowned as a consequence. The pink and blacks are famed for that famous colour. The truth is that tonight is, yes, a pre-season friendly, but it is so much more. The excitement has been building, the tickets have long since been sold out. The thought of Manchester City coming here has been exciting since the day that this fixture was announced. And of course, it is the final pre-match or pre-season friendly for City. I suppose you could say it's the only pre-season friendly for City. Pep Guardiola was very keen to point out that the old season ended and then the new one started with the Club World Cup. So in many ways the Blues had 4 very competitive fixtures. This the only pre-season friendly, albeit they did have a behind the closed doors game against the championship team Preston at the CFA a week ago. But this is the most high profile, and this is the fixture that excites us all. And of course Palermo are under the wing of the City Football Group, and it is the 4th time that City have played against a fellow City Football Group side. They met Melbourne, they met Yokohama, they met Girona, and this evening they will face Palermo. Well, the floodlights have been coming on and off in preparation for what we're expecting to be a heck of a pre-season blast. Fireworks and a light show, and even the songs of a famous Italian singer is all part of the next few minutes before the game finally kicks off at 9 o'clock local time, at 8 o'clock back in the UK. We'll give you the team news in a few minutes time, but of course the players are not even out there just yet. Well, taking it all in and enjoying the spectacle is the former City defender Steve Howie. Steve, doesn't seem that long ago that we were commentating on that Al Hilal match but what are your sort of abiding memories of the Club World Cup now?
Well, I mean, I think obviously with the start of a new competition, I do know that I was a very late morning, shall we say. By the time I got home, I think it was about 7:30 in the morning. And I didn't think my body kind of recovered for a couple of days. I mean, we were talking about it. It kind of sends your clock a little bit skew with. But I'm sure, whilst it was disappointing, you know, it was an opportunity for all of the players to get a little bit of a breather, you know, and have that rest, because you need that rest, because as I said, it's been 3 weeks and they're pretty much back into it. So it is very, very tough. But yeah, I mean, obviously you've got this big game tonight. I mean, as you said, there's a trophy up for grabs as well, and I think it might have been Sean who sort of said it, or Steph, that, you know, every one of the players that play tonight, they'll be basically sort of wanting to show the manager, I'm ready for the first game, pick me for the first game, because at the start of the season you want to be starting the first game.
Absolutely. Of course, that includes James Trafford. I mean, all the other new signings had their bows in the Club World Cup, but James Trafford takes the #1 shirt as well. It's a statement, isn't it, from the young fella?
Yeah, it's a big statement. I mean, I think the lad himself, obviously, he was here as a young lad, and then went away. I mean, last season I'd seen him a few times at Burnley, and I thought he was absolutely excellent. Of course, there was 1 or 2 clubs in for him, but of course he wanted to come back to City. So he starts tonight. I'm looking forward to that. But as you said, the other signings, they'll still want to try and get some more game time and get that understanding between the teammates, and then hopefully, as I said, more or less be sort of seeing Pep Guardiola pick me for the first game.
Well, before this game kicks off, you can see onto the field is coming a very famous Italian singer who's going to be performing a pre-match show for us in a few moments' time. The floodlights have gone off. There are lots and lots of mini lights that have gone up on people's phones, and there is a light show taking place as well. So let's just sit back and enjoy the pre-season show.
Cosa fai? Mentre tutti dormono, chissà se mi pensi o no. Mentre la luna cala su di noi, splende in alto, guarda una nuova da giudica. Nostalgia tutta, sono sola come lei. E cosa fai? Mentre tutti sognano. Ma forse è passato il limite di ore senza te. Sento il tuo nome, inizia a piovere. Per te sarò tutto e nessuno, tu fammi restare stanotte, cantare. Pa, pa, pararara, pararara. Pa, pa, pararara, pararara. Amare piano, che finisce la notte. Che cosa siamo poi, chi se ne frega? Ti guardo e faccio il segno della croce. Prima di incontrarti avevo perso la voce, ma tu mi fai cantare. Pa, pa, pararara, pararara. Amami piano. Pa, pa, pararara, pararara. Che finisce la notte. Palermo! Pa, pa, pararara, pararara. L'ultima insieme. Pa, pa, pararara, pararara.
If you're just joining us, you are not tuned into the wrong station, you're not tuned into the wrong thing. It is City's pre-season game against Palermo. We're being royally entertained by Rose Villain, an Italian songwriter who is well known in these parts. But you are going to get some football soon, I promise you. But this is all part of the celebration. Palermo's 125th anniversary. City are going to be on the field in a matter of minutes. At the moment, we're enjoying the songs of Rose Villain.
Lo sento in audio, quando ti muovi sopra me, mi piangi con le mani, ti nasco come bene, nei tuoi occhi rivedo bagliare di capi. Ora piazza veloce per una Ducati, come stasera sempre nuovi occhi. Sono un sorrentino quando tu mi parli, che cosa c'è stasera non importa. Scambiami anche il cuore e fallo un'altra volta. Vestito in bianco tu con la fedina sporca.
The music of Rosevillen. You have tuned into the right station. You are watching the City friendly against Palermo, and in a moment the teams are about to come out. But this is the celebration night, 125th anniversary of the club, and they're making the most of it into a sellout crowd. The famous Italian singer-songwriter Rosevillen has just done some fantastic songs to keep us entertained ahead of the football. I bet there's quite a few of you who've tuned in and wondered whether or not you'd hit the wrong button, or you'd maybe selected the wrong channel, or maybe that we'd sent you the wrong thing. But there's proof. We are going to have a football match. We are at the Renzo Barbera Stadium, and we are set for City's final match before the start of the new Premier League season in 7 days' time. So if you've just joined us, kick-off was scheduled to be 9 o'clock local time. It's a couple of minutes past that already. In a moment the teams will be emerging, and we're going to see what we think is going to be a fabulous game of football, because it is such a wonderful atmosphere. It's such an incredible stadium, and for those of you who've been lucky enough to have gone to Sicily at any time, maybe on holiday or whatever, it is quite a unique setting for a football match. The whole ground, apart from a very small section, is out open to the elements, but it is a glorious evening. Short sleeves everywhere. Temperatures ran about 32 degrees not that long ago, so it is a balmy night against now black skies in this wonderful part of Sicily. Well, for City, it's just their final 90 minutes of preparation ahead of the 25-26 season. Whether you buy into Pep Guardiola's theory that our season started with that first game in the Club World Cup, or whether you feel that that was just the end of last season, the fact is this is the final match before the Blues go to Molineux next Saturday for the first Premier League match of the new campaign. The August start is always a little different to what we're then going to witness, because it is just one game a week in August. The Blues kicking off with tricky looking games really, Wolves away, Spurs at home, and then Brighton away. So just one game a week in August, and then of course we'll be back in September with the Champions League, the Carabao Cup, as well as the Premier League. Exciting times await. And look at that, there's even a hint of the Gallagher brothers here in Palermo. Indeed, you can probably hear the Gallagher brothers in the background on the PA system. Alongside me, the former City defender Steve Howie. If we weren't aware before, we certainly are aware now what a very special night this is for the locals. Well, this is their lineup for tonight's game. They have a brand new manager as well in the legendary Filippo Inzaghi, who ironically is the older brother of Simone Inzaghi, who of course guided Al Hilal to the victory in that Club World Cup duel. His selection today includes 3 new signings in Mattia Bani, Tommaso Augello and Emmanuel Giassi. There's a former Blue in their ranks too, in Claudio Gomez, who left in 2022. Last season's top scorer is their captain Matteo Brunori, who has an impressive 67 goals in 137 games since he joined 3 years ago. Well, as for the City lineup, well, there's only 2 players who played in that game against Al Hilal, or I should actually quantify started that game against Al Hilal. Ait Nouri and Erling Haaland, who takes the captain's armband tonight. The 9 who drop out: Ederson, Nunes, Diaz, Gvardiol, Gundogan, Bernardo, Reinders, Doku and Savinho, who you can see are all on the bench. The first time that we'll get a look at James Trafford as the only new signing who hasn't yet tasted City action. He's not only taken the #1 shirt, but of course he'll be major competition for Ederson. And look at that, John Stones back in the lineup. He hasn't played since that game against Real Madrid, would you believe, way back in February. Well, Stephen, look at that lineup that Pep has selected tells you that the incredible depth that City have run.
Absolutely. I mean, as you said, you look at the bench, I think you can always gauge the strength of the squad and the team is by looking at the bench, and the bench is absolutely incredible. I'm pretty sure the manager, you know, most of these players, certainly the ones that start, and I can't see any one person playing any more than an hour. I think he'd be making sure he does try and give everybody a run out, and he might even change wholesale at half time. But yeah, you look at the starting 11 and look what's on the bench, and it's incredibly strong. So the manager be hoping that he can count on all of these players throughout the season, because it is going to be a hard season. It's a long season. There's a lot of games. So everybody, as I said earlier on, that everybody be pushing for that first start against Wolves.
Well, at last the teams have emerged from the tunnel. City, you can see in their new away kit of all black, a stunning kit it is as well. And what a contrast it is to the all pink of Palermo. I mentioned earlier that they are famed throughout the world for their home shirt. They changed it over 100 years ago to pink, and it has been such a wonderfully accepted kit around the world. It's one of the most sought after kits, actually, because of its unique nature. If you can think of another team whose first choice kit is pink, do let me know, because I've been racking my brains and I can't think of one. So it's a great night for the club, a wonderful occasion for them, and City have the opportunity to join the celebrations of the 125th birthday of this famous old club. As you can see in the middle of the pitch, a huge 125 across the centre circle. The game against a group of British sailors back in 1900 heralded the beginnings of this famous, proud club. A club that have fallen on hard times very recently, and they were demoted down to the 3rd tier of the Italian game, but rallied once more and eventually were promoted back to Serie B, where they tried to get themselves back to Serie A, but unfortunately have been unable to do so, just missing out in the playoffs last season. But they are now under the City Football Group banner, and there is enormous ambition, perhaps typified by the fact that they've convinced Filippo Inzaghi to come and lead them. Filippo Inzaghi, by the way, got himself promoted last season with Pisa, having finished 2nd in Serie B, but despite gaining promotion, decided to take up the challenge here. Such is the potential of this wonderful club. Now you can probably see that huge